going on, Flow Gang? Today I wanted you guys to get to know me a little bit better, considering that the majority of you are new. So what I went ahead and did was I asked you guys to send me your questions over on YouTube, and today I'm going to be answering them for you. So without further ado, let's get into the vid. Alrighty, so the first question we got is from hashtag L7N with like a cross. To someone that wants to start a YouTube career, what do you advise them to do? So for someone that wants to start a YouTube career, what I would advise them is just to start now with whatever you have. You don't need the best camera equipment. You don't need the best equipment in general. Just honestly, the best thing to do is literally just to start posting what you want to post, and something that you know like is sort of unique to you and your character, and that will be unique on the internet to, you know, attract an audience ultimately. Because, you know, people like Mr. Beast, you know, even FaZe Rug and stuff like that, they started out with barely anything and they worked their way up and they invested more and more into their channel. So that would probably be the best advice, is to just start now with whatever you have, and as long as you're passionate about something and you're unique, you will succeed. For the next question, we have Hayden. How was the experience with FaZe Rug? He seems like an amazing person, so I wanted to get your thoughts on the whole experience. So pretty much my thoughts on the whole experience was that it was way more than I bargained for. It was way more than I expected, and Rug literally did everything in his power to make that trip the most memorable trip and the best like time of my life that I've ever had. Like, it literally was like living my childhood dreams from start to finish. Even in the airport, I was so hyped that like I didn't care how long the flight was. Like, I was just hyped throughout the entire thing and just super excited. But ultimately, he did way more for us than I could have ever imagined. You know, we got the Japan trip, you know, the cash, the anime stuff and everything, and I was blown away. And I was really grateful and happy with the anime stuff that he gave us. But on top of that, you know, he surprised us with our absolute dream vacation, and I couldn't be happier about that, and I cannot wait to see you guys in Japan. Coming at us with the next question, we got Bear Down. So have you gotten your passports yet to go to Japan? That is a really great question, my man. So we actually haven't gotten our passports yet because it takes about 3 to 5 weeks to expedite your passports. So around late August, early September is when we're expecting to receive our passports. And as for when we're going to Japan, that's a surprise, guys. I can't really tell you. So I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait, but stay tuned. The vlogs are gonna be lit, I promise. Alright, so we have Mr. Ham's Comics. What should we expect from this channel in the future? Well, I'm really glad you asked that question, because I am just super excited for what this channel, the direction that this channel will be taking for the future as I continue to grow as a creator. I just really enjoy giving back to my community and just giving back to others in general. Just seeing the smile on their face means a lot to me, and regardless, I don't really care like if I'm not able to get, you know, a full-on reaction from them or a full-on, you know, video with them reacting to me, giving them something. It just really warms my heart to be able to give back to the community, even on a smaller scale like myself. It just really means a lot to me. So expect a lot more of that style of content, just giving back, as well as public pranks. I really enjoy public pranks because there's no other feeling like, you know, your heart beating before you're about to go prank somebody. And I try to, you know, not really ruin somebody's day or ruin somebody's week. If anything, I try to lighten up somebody's day or try to lighten up somebody's week with these pranks. So that's another thing that you guys could be expecting to see in the future, as well as food content. You know, obviously I like to eat, so you guys will be seeing more, you know, food reviews and things of that nature. And last but not least, a lot of travel videos, because I love to travel, and within the next couple years here, I'm going to be trying to travel to multiple different places. So as you guys know, we're traveling to Japan, but on top of that, we may be going to Puerto Rico later on in the year as well, so stay tuned for that as well. Lewis T, what is your motivation to keep going? Lewis, that is a very powerful question, and I'm glad you asked that, because my motivation to keep going is very simple. About 2 years ago, I was about 100 pounds or so heavier, about 90 to 100 pounds heavier, and I was obese and very depressed and just going through a lot in life. And once I overcame that, it took me about a year to lose and drop the weight and pretty much become the same weight and size that I am right now. And it took a lot out of me. I'm still nowhere near where I want to be, and I'm still working on it. But after I completed that journey, I realized I can really do anything that I put my mind to. If I truly care about something and I am passionate about something, I will go full force with it no matter what the outcome. You know, just not too long ago, about a week ago, I was making, you know, 50 to 100 views per video and stuff like that, and I was very grateful for that, and I was on the incline and things were getting better. But I just knew that things would change and things would get better for me, and you guys just really motivate me to just keep going and keep doing this thing, because it really means a lot to me just to make these videos. I just enjoy creating as a whole, but you guys supporting me does motivate me a ton as well, and ultimately the goal is to make this into my career down the road. So that is what keeps me motivated. So the next question is is from Dirt Bike Rider 630. What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get to Japan? So that is a great question as well. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing in Japan is probably knocking out. Let's be real, that is a very long 16 and a half hour flight from Florida. It is crazy. Like I am looking forward to the flight, to be honest, because like I told you, when I'm going to such a hype place, especially my dream location, I am going to be hyped throughout. I'm going to have movies, music, food, entertainment. You already know I'll be stripping a little bit. But nah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But when we get there, we probably are just going to grab like a bowl of ramen, authentic, nice ramen. We probably just going to go to the hotel and knock out, let's be real. But otherwise of that, the day after, that's when the banger's gonna start. Next question comes from Lou FYI. KSI or Alex Wasabi? So now that is a question that is very controversial. Actually, no, it's not. KSI taking that dub. You already know, bro. My boy JJ Alatunje on the bro. JJ gonna kill it for real, for real. JJ is gonna come out of his little, you know, break, and he is gonna go crazy. I honestly think this is gonna be the best fight for him, because it's really gonna allow him to show his true potential and what he could really do, and hopefully lead towards that Jake Paul, potentially like another Logan fight. I mean, I don't think anybody really wants to see another Logan fight, but it might lead towards that Jake Paul fight, and that's gonna be crazy. And as for Alex Wasabi, I don't really watch him specifically, so I don't want to talk too much, you know, on him, but like ultimately, like I do, and like I like his positive vibe to him and stuff, but he's gonna get his shit rocked. Let's just be real. KSI with it, bro. Let's go, JJ. Let's go. So this next question is from Kiana Munoz. How is you and your wife's relationship? So she's actually not my wife, she's my girlfriend, but she is my wife, if that makes sense. So she literally is my wife. We're pretty much married. We have already agreed to married and stuff, but that is when the time is right. Hopefully within the next 2 years or so, we will, you know, get that knot tied and everything. But how is our relationship? So with our relationship, when we were in the honeymoon phase, we were like literally so in love. We did everything together, and we just experienced so much together. We literally flew across the country all the way up to Vermont to help her move out of her dorm room in college the first week of knowing each other, and we fell in love, and then we moved to Colorado, and now we're back here in Florida. And I will say that living with a significant other, there will be, you know, it will have its trials and tribulations, meaning that not everything is going to be all sunshine and roses when you officially do move in with your partner, as it would have been, or as it was, you know, before you guys were living together. But ultimately, I am very grateful for like the experience to be able to have been living with her for like what, it's been about a year now, or over a year now that I've been living with her, and it's been an amazing journey, and I just love it, and I love waking up to her every single day. She's literally my best friend. We do everything together. She's taught me how to cook, and she's ultimately made me a better man overall. But like I said, there will be, you know, some of those dark moments, but the best advice I could give to you guys out there that are in a relationship or are looking for a relationship, the best thing is just to sit down and talk to your significant other about anything. You should be able to talk to each other about literally anything in the world, and be able to come to, you know, some sort of stable conclusion on the matter. So that's how my relationship is going. The next question comes from Dr. or DR Productions. What do you like to do? So I can only assume that this means what do I like to do away from YouTube. So what I like to do away from YouTube is I love gaming. Gaming is one of my like passions. I've been gaming since in diapers, like since I was 4, maybe even 3 years old. I can't remember all the way back then, but when I was 4, that's when I remembered, you know, popping in, you know, my Batman, popping in my GTA, my Tekken. Oh my god, like that was a dope experience. And gaming is still very fun to this day. It's just they don't make the games the same as they used to, but they're still lit. I also love spending majority of my time with my significant other, because like I said in one of the previous questions, I love spending like every like waking day with her, and I just love, because she is my best friend, you know what I'm saying? So it really is fun, the chemistry that we have and the things that we talk about, and also the things that we do. And ultimately too, I do enjoy hanging out with my friends. That's very fun. We can do anything. We could even be chilling, talking in the car. It's just it's always a vibe with the boys. I'm sure some of you guys can relate. Fishy VR with the next question. What are your goals for the next few years on YouTube? So I'm glad you asked that as well. So with me, I've had like a ton of goals on YouTube. I had a goal to hit 500 subscribers. I had a goal to hit 1,000. I had a goal to hit 2,000, and we have completely crushed those goals. So I don't even know. Honestly, all I'm saying is, if I like my goal, like I really do want to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know that we can make that happen, and I know like that I can like I can really do this. I can really do this. Otherwise than that, ultimately I want to I want to not necessarily cap out, but my ultimate goal is that big diamond play button, that 10 million subscriber mark. If I hit that, I'm going bald, as you guys know, and I'm shaving my beard. I'm shaving everything. I don't care. And I'll probably do something else crazy because that is the biggest milestone that I'll ever hit in my life. That is a very, very insane milestone. But stay tuned for everything, guys. Thank you all for your support. All right, so the next question comes from Julian Lopez. Who's your favorite YouTuber? That is also another fire question. So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably know that FaZe Rug is my ultimate favorite YouTuber, but I want to give you guys sort of like the top 3. So, the top 3, it's kind of a toss-up for spot 2 and 3 because I like Mr. Beast and Steve will do it as well. So, honestly, I'm just going to answer for both of them because I don't really know which one of them takes the second spot for me. I've been watching Steve since he first started, and let me tell you, his journey has been incredible. You know, he is very, like, he really cares, really genuinely cares about people, same as Mr. Beast, and they are doing numbers and they are crushing it, and I'm super happy for them. I'm not happy actually that Steve got his channel taken down. I hope and pray that like his channel goes back up because I need to see him giving back more because that guy is just, he gives away so much every single video, and he just like, it's like every video he just tries to top himself. And then Mr. Beast, like, he started from literally nothing. A lot of people doubted him. Nobody really believed in him. A lot of people around him thought he was crazy because all he talked about was YouTube in the beginning. And what he did was, like, he didn't have a crazy setup like I was talking about earlier in the video. He didn't have much, but what he did was when he made his first check, you know, it was like 50, 100 bucks, whatever. He bought a microphone, then he bought a computer, then he bought a desktop. You know what I'm saying? He just kept it going. You know what I'm saying? And then he got to where he is now, all by being humble, all by investing in himself and his dream, because ultimately he knew it would work out. And Steve Will Do It and Mr. Beast are both fire. I can't really decide which one I like better right now. Honestly, they're pretty equal in my book. Thank you guys so much for submitting your questions. If you guys didn't make it into the video this time, don't worry. I think I'm going to make this into a series, so there will be plenty more opportunities for you to get your questions out there and for me to answer them. And lastly, I just wanted to add a little segment at the end of the video to give back a little bit to somebody that I hold very dear to me, one of my cousins. He is honestly one of my favorite cousins. I love the kid. He's been staying over with us for a little while, and I just want to, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to do it, so let's do it. Where you going? So I know it's not much, bro, but Rug gave us 2 mouse pads, and we only really need 1 because Julie doesn't have a computer or anything. So we wanted to give this to you, but it's freaking sick, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen it from the video, but I've been thinking about it for a couple of days now, and we wanted to give it to you. But this is
no way, bro. This
fire, right?
Lit, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I
feel so crazy.
Yeah, bro. The material is actually ridiculous. Like, it's not comfortable.
Yeah, bro. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't even know it had the FaZe logo on it either. No, no problem.
Thank you too, Julie. I appreciate it.
I know you can use it more
I
than
definitely will. Yeah.
because I already have the one on those for that.
Thank you, God. I appreciate it.
Of course, this is
that means a lot to me. Word.
Of course, bro. Anything.
You're welcome.